Hi everyone and welcome back to Loretta's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a mango and avocado salad with chili and lime dressing. I'm going to use a green oak lettuce for this recipe, so I'm just going to use half the lettuce. I'll wash it, dry it and then rip it up into little pieces. Okay, so I'm going to put the lettuce aside for a moment and move on to making the dressing. I'll start by juicing the limes. Now you'll notice that I'm rolling the limes under the palm of my hand and adding a little bit of pressure. This is to break down the membranes in the lime and make it easier to juice. So essentially you get more juice out of the limes this way. Once I do that, I just squeeze the lime into a bowl. And I'm going to double the recipe for the dressing, and that's because I'm going to have this salad with some fish, and this dressing actually acts as a really lovely marinade for fish. So I'm going to make double the quantity, use half as a marinade for the fish and the other half I'm going to use as dressing for the salad. Next I'm going to add the coriander, so I'll just trim the stems and then just give it a rough chop. Now if I was just going to make the dressing for the salad alone, I'd add about this much coriander. But because I'm also doing the marinade, I'm going to double it again, so I'll add the whole bunch. I'm going to add my chilli now. Now this is a chilli that my father has grown in his backyard and given to me, and I know for a fact that these chilies are extremely hot, so I'm only going to use one for the entire mixture, and I'm just going to cut it up finely here. Now just use chilli to your own discretion. If you like it quite spicy you can add 2, or you don't have to add any at all if you don't want any spice to this mixture. I'm going to slice it up with a knife here. Now if you've got extremely hot chilies, another way to do this is to hold the chili by its stem and then use scissors to snip it off straight into the bowl. Like that you're not actually touching the chili. Also make sure you wash your hands really well after you cut up the chili, because you don't want to be accidentally rubbing your eye with chili on your fingers. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of fresh olive oil. And then a teaspoon of salt. Give it a good stir, and I'm going to use half of this as a marinade now for my fish, and I'll just keep the other half in the bowl ready to dress the salad with. Okay, so now my lettuce is washed and torn up and my dressing is made. The last thing to do is to cut up the avocado and mango. Now for the avocado, I'm just going to cut it in half here, remove the seed, and then create a checkerboard pattern into each half to make it easy to dice up. Now I'm using an extremely large knife, which I probably wouldn't recommend. Just use a small paring knife, and if you haven't done this before, don't place it in your hand like I have. Place the avocado onto the chopping board and then just make a checkerboard pattern, invert the avocado, and then you should be able to scoop it out with your hand. You can use the same method for the mango, just you don't cut the mango in half. I'll show you how to cut a mango in a moment. Now with the mango you'll notice that 2 sides are flatter and longer than the others, and this is where you get your mango cheeks from. So just cut off center to allow for the seed to get each mango cheek, and then the remaining you just have to cut around the seed. Peel the skin off the edges of the mango and dice up and put into the bowl, and then for the mango cheeks just score it like you did the avocado and slice it off with a knife. So now you've just got to add your dressing, then add your lettuce leaves, give a good mix, and you've got yourself a beautiful mango and avocado salad with a lime and chili dressing.